What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we've got another Pro Tech from my buddy Gil over at Wildaboutsportinggoods. Link in description down below with the promo code and all that good stuff. This one is actually pretty cool. Yeah, they did a lot of things right with this knife. So let's dive into it. 4 and 16 inches closed. Overall length of 7 inches, 2.93 blade with a 2.97 cutting edge. And again, I will explain, I measure the blade length from the edge of the scale to the tip of the blade. So this one, the cutting edge is actually a little bit below the tip of the scale because of the way the scale kind of crowns there. So that's why the edge length is just slightly longer than the blade. The way I measure it, the way I kind of look at it, take it for what it is. This is S35 VN steel with a very thin blade stock at its thickest of 0.099 and an overall thickness of 0.394. This weighs in at just slightly over 2 ounces. It's 2.1 ounces. Let's get a really good look starting at the blade. It's a nice stonewashed on the bevels, satin on the flats, not a lot of billboarding. You know, they got their logo, which I'm totally fine with. A very nice, kind of a light gray color on the scales with a beautiful carbon fiber inlay. And you can feel the transition, but mostly because of the material. There's not a big seam or anything like that to really speak of. On the back of the blade, just the blade steel is printed in. And the pocket clip, they got perfect recessed hardware, and the clip is recessed into the scales, which I believe are aluminum. It's just, that's the way you do a pocket clip. Like, that's just the way you do it. The Civivi Astica is how you don't do a clip. The clip is on top of the scale, and the hardware is proud of that. This is the wrong way to do it. The Pro Tech is the absolute perfect right way to do a pocket clip. Everybody should do it that way. If you're going to do a deep carry pocket clip, if you're not doing a deep carry pocket clip, like say on the Curtis Cruise, you can have exposed hardware. That's fine. There's a difference. The screws on the Cruise are not going to interfere with your pocket material. The screws on the Pro Tech are not going to interfere with your pocket material. However, the screws are going to interfere with the pocket on the Civivi Asticus. So that's just a quality move in my book, for sure. And I've talked about the clip a lot. The clip can make or break a knife, in my opinion. Because if I cannot get it in and out of my pocket, because it's too tight, it grabs, whatever, then I'm legit just not going to carry it. I'm done. I will return it. I will sell it. I will oftentimes just leave it in the drawer because, well, that's what I do. Yeah. And I think I might have forgot to mention the name of this one. I said it was a Pro Tech, but this is the Newport. So it feels really good in the hand. There is a little bit of a hot spot here on the clip. That point on the clip does kind of dig into the hand when you really bear down. But this is a lightweight knife. This isn't going to be something where you're processing a bunch of cardboard, out using this in the field to, cut up wood or something like that. That's just not what this is for. So you're going to use this more as a lightweight knife. And for that, it works great. But yeah, the clip, it's fairly long for the size of the handle scale. But let's do a couple size comparisons here to show you that this is a very small, super lightweight at 2.1 ounces. It just completely disappears in your pocket. It's small, it's light, fires like a rocket. Let's do a couple of other small knives while we're here. The Surge Bean. And we continue with something maybe just a hair bigger. The ZT0230, I believe is what this one is. Slip joint, kind of cool, little half stop. Kind of cool one. Spyder Godelica, because we always pull that out. Basically the same exact size, but a slimmer profile, easier carry, and arguably a more functional and versatile knife than the Spyder Godelica. And then we'll go to something a little bit bigger, the Sebenza 21, the large Sebenza 21. And since I pulled it out earlier, the Civivi Asticus, because why not? So there you have it. This is just kind of a pretty cool knife. I love I really just like this aesthetically. I love the stonewashing on the blade, the, carbon fiber, absolutely love. I would almost think blacked out hardware and blacked out clip and body screws would match the carbon fiber and just give it a little more pop. But that's just me. But overall, this is just a very, very nice knife that just works. ProTech is just phenomenal. They do some great work. Their stuff comes super, super sharp. I think they actually talk about that on their packaging, and it's true. These are some of the sharpest knives out of the box for a production knife. Some custom stuff I get is a bit sharper, but for production level knives, all the ProTechs that I've gotten have been amazingly sharp out of the box. So yes, take a little caution if you're new to ProTech when you get it. Also with the automatics, be careful when you first fire them until you get used to them. Some of them fire with a lot of vengeance, and they are close. If you're just going to be like this, it may fly out of your hand. So just take a little caution. When I first get a automatic, I open it up over the table and I kind of hold it kind of near the table in case it flies out or I'm not expecting what it does. It happens, guys. We've all dropped a knife before. 9 out of 10 times, no damage. That 1 out of 10 times, you drop it on your foot and you had no shoes on. The 1 out of 9 times, you drop it on the tile floor and it hits just right and breaks the tip off. Happened to me. Ferrum Forge, Archbishop. Got it used. Dropped it. Day 1. Chipped the blade. Reached out to them. They said, sure, for $100, send it in and we'll replace the blade. Sweet. I shipped it in. Literally, I'm in Northern California. They're in San Diego. Literally got there the next day. They had it out and shipped back to me that same day. And I got it the day after that with a brand new blade, brand new tuned and cleaned and all of that. And they would not let me pay them because they said, nah, never mind. We'll just take care of it. So not everybody is like that. So if you drop it, you may not have that same experience, especially with, a production knife. They may not just replace the blade for you for free. So yeah, it happens. So be careful with all your knives, whether it's brand new, whether it's automatic or not. Make sure you're used to it before you just open it up on the concrete or the tile floor because, stuff can happen. Trust me. I've been there. I've done that. Maybe more than once, but that's for another story. So thanks for checking it out. Go check out Wildabout Sporting Goods. They do ProTech, they do Medford, they do ZT, they do Boker. Probably a bunch more that I'm totally forgetting. So check them out. Promo code, you get 10% off the entire order every time you order. So go check them out. All right? Thanks, guys. I greatly appreciate your time. Stay tuned. We'll see you tomorrow on the next vid.